Let's begin our first story. It was nearly 1:30 a.m. when Raul, a tow truck driver from San Antonio, got the call. A sedan had broken down on a rarely used stretch of FM 1069 just outside Woodsboro. It was pouring rain and his partner had called off for the night, but Raul needed the money. He grabbed his keys, radioed dispatch, and headed out. FM 1069 was the kind of road that disappeared into nothing. No streetlights, no signals, no houses in sight. The headlights barely cut through the sheets of rain. His wipers moved in hypnotic rhythm as the road stretched forward like a dark ribbon winding through empty land. About 15 minutes in, Raul spotted the car, a white Nissan with hazard lights blinking weakly, but there was no one inside. He stepped out, calling, "Hello? Did someone call for a tow?" Only the rain answered. He checked the car, locked, still warm. A purse was inside, along with an open water bottle and a cell phone. Then he heard it, footsteps. Not on pavement, but soft, wet steps through mud. Coming from the fields beside the road. Raul turned his flashlight in that direction. Nothing. The steps got closer. Still nothing. He shouted again, "I'm with the tow company. Come out if you're there." Silence. Just as he was about to call it in, a woman appeared behind him, soaked, pale, smiling too wide. She said nothing, only pointed to the passenger door of the car. He looked at the door. Nothing unusual. He turned back to her. She was gone, not ran, not vanished behind something, just ... Not there anymore. The field around him was empty. He grabbed his radio to report the scene, but it was just static. That's when he noticed the car door was now slightly open, even though it had been locked just a moment ago. Inside on the passenger seat was something new, a wet handprint on the window, and a slip of paper that hadn't been there before. It read, "Wrong road, wrong time, go." Raul didn't finish the tow. He drove away and never took another call near FM 1069 again. Let's begin our second story. It was deep night on State Highway 21 near Alto. College roommates Jesse and Martin were heading home from a music festival in Nacogdoches. They were tired, but wired, talking, laughing, and arguing about what gas station snacks were superior. As they passed an old, beat-up diner on the right, one with no lights and a closed forever sign, Martin squinted out the window. Double quotes, do ... Wasn't that place open just now? Jesse laughed. It's been abandoned for years. My uncle told me it burned down in '94. No, Martin said. There was light. Someone was inside. They circled back. Sure enough, dark, ruined, vines crawling up the sides. No light. No people. Martin shrugged. Swear I saw someone. They drove on, but 5 minutes later the diner appeared again. Same side, same shape, same closed forever sign. Jesse hit the brakes. No way. Martin's breath hitched. It's the same one. They tried turning around again, backtracked 5 miles. And yet, again the same diner showed up, except now the sign was different. It read, "Open all night," and the front window, someone was standing behind it, not moving, watching. The boys hit the gas, panicked now, but no matter how far they drove, the road kept looping. The diner kept showing up. Once, the door was opened. Once, they saw 2 versions of themselves sitting inside. At dawn, they finally pulled into a gas station miles away. Shaking, silent, the clerk looked them over and said, "You boys been on 21, huh? You're lucky. Most don't find their way off." Let's begin our third story. Jackie drove Uber in Dallas, mostly late nights. Good money, quiet roads. She picked up a ride near Mesquite. No photo, cashless tip, destination listed only as FM 740, just past the bridge. Weird, but not unusual, she reached the spot. A man was standing by the roadside. No umbrella, despite the light drizzle. He wore a gray hoodie and didn't speak as he climbed into the back seat. "Where to exactly?" Jackie asked. He said nothing. The app updated itself. Destination now read. "Follow the lights." "What lights?" She looked ahead. In the distance, faint red orbs hovered above the road, like tail lights suspended in the air, but not attached to anything. He pointed forward, slowly. One sharp movement, she drove. Lights never got closer. They just kept floating ahead. The man in the back never blinked. She glanced in the rearview mirror and realized something was wrong. His reflection wasn't visible, just the seat. Heart racing, Jackie swerved to a stop and turned to face him. Gone. Her backseat was wet but empty. The app auto-closed. The road behind her was suddenly blocked with mist. She turned around and floored it back toward the city. When she got home, her trip history was wiped, but a single review remained under the Phantom Rider's profile. She followed. Let's begin our fourth story. Hector's favorite stretch to ride his Harley was Loop 1604, especially the outer loop near the brushland. One night, he decided to ride under a full moon, clear weather. Open road. About 15 miles in, he noticed an old car behind him. A 70s Dodge Charger, matte black. No headlights. It gained on him unnaturally fast. He switched lanes. The car mirrored him. He sped up. It followed. Finally, he slowed and pulled over. The car zipped past and vanished. No sound, no engine, no lights ahead. Confused, Hector lit a smoke and calmed himself. Then he heard it, tires on gravel. He turned. The Charger was behind him again. Running, idle, no one inside. Suddenly its horn blared, long and distorted. Lights flicked on, blinding and red. He jumped on his bike and raced away, only to find the same car parked in front of his garage when he made it home. License plate read 1604 RIP. Let's begin our fifth story. Tina was a paramedic based in Amarillo. One night, she and her partner Ben were called out to a wreck on an unmarked service road off I-40. No GPS pin, just coordinates. They arrived to find a flipped SUV crumpled, smoking, but with no one inside. As they inspected, they heard a faint help from nearby. Into the field, perhaps 50 yards out, Ben ran first. Tina followed. They found no one, just silence. When they returned to the ambulance, their rig was gone, and so was the road. They were in the middle of open field, no crash, no tire marks, nothing. Ben started freaking out. Tina tried her radio. Static. Then a voice. You're the ones now. Stay with us. The sun never rose that night. And that concludes our journey through the haunted highways of Texas. But the road doesn't end here. There are still miles of dark asphalt and forgotten trails where something waits. If you made it this far, maybe you're brave enough to come back for the next ride. Until then, keep your lights on and don't trust the road when it goes quiet. This is Eerie Trails, and we'll see you in the next nightmare.